Hey everybody, it's fairly common knowledge that Band Geeks is the favourite Spongebob episode. Go to any popular top-ranked Spongebob episodes lists and you'll find that all have Band Geeks top, or at least in the top 3. Of course these lists aren't exactly the pinnacle of media reviewing, but they give a general consensus. It's easy to see why the episode is special to so many people. It contains iconic jokes, the whole cast, and of course, Sweet Victory and a rare Squidward W. To be honest, I don't really care if Band Geeks is your favourite episode. I just wanted a good title and a reason to talk about what I think is one of the most underrated episodes. As if scheduled for the release of this video, the episode I'm talking about is Christmas Who. One of the most common reasons I hear for why Band Geeks is someone's favourite episode is that it's complete. And my first argument is that Christmas Who has all the same elements that makes it complete. Does Christmas Who have a song? Yes. Do we get to see the whole cast? Yes. Most importantly, is Squidward the linchpin of the episode? Yes. You know what Christmas Who has, which Band Geeks doesn't? If you've become death gripped to SpongeBob as a kid like me, the concept of a meta, live-action pirate fan character can be easily overlooked with all the other innovations in the show. In a way, he sort of sums up the best parts of the show. The creativity, the acute attention to detail in making his sets and dialogue underwater themed. And his segments are always filled with jokes. And, you know, is Patchy in Band Geeks? To be honest, I don't know what else to say other than he's based. And my last and main reason why Christmas Who is a better episode than Band Geeks is that it has a more meaningful SpongeBob-Squidward interaction. Why is the SpongeBob-Squidward dynamic integral to being the best SpongeBob episode? To explain why, I'll refer to YouTuber Lemon, who, in his Never Ever series, explained why SpongeBob and Squidward's kid-adult dynamic is the integral part of the show.
This short, basic clip with no dialogue represents precisely why SpongeBob is such a popular show. When I watched this scene as a kid, I was SpongeBob. But when I watch this scene today, I'm Squidward. You see, for kids that grew up watching SpongeBob, this show acts as a link, a connection, a time warp between our past and present selves. When we were kids, we all acted like SpongeBob. We were joyful, naive, enthusiastic, optimistic. Everything we did seemed like a new, fun adventure. Then, somewhere along the way, almost everyone turns into Squidward. Bland, cynical, pessimistic, trapped in the monotonous, never-ending routine of adult life. It seems like most of us wish we could go back to being like SpongeBob. But do we really? If you strip away the bright colors, the wacky underwater setting, and all the weird anthropomorphic fish people, SpongeBob's life is just as depressing as Squidward's. He works the same dead-end job at the same fast food restaurant. He too has a passionate hobby that gets rejected by society. No one respects him. He's not tough, he's not strong, he's not cool. He can't pass his driver's license test no matter how many times he tries. SpongeBob's life is just as depressing as anybody else's. And yet, through all of that, he keeps his chin up and keeps on trying. SpongeBob is the anti-Squidward, and Squidward is the anti-SpongeBob. And their conflict is the essential thematic clash of not just the show, but the lives of the audience watching the show.
Christmas Who sees SpongeBob and Squidward functioning at their purest. SpongeBob is his usual jolly and naive self, taking on board Sandy's new holiday, singing Christmas carols, and believing in Santa. Just like an adult, Squidward is skeptical and arrogant when he is proven right. The heartwarming Christmas message, which taps into the spirit of the show, is that Squidward, and by that same token adults, are ultimately good deep down. And you know, that's what a secular Christmas is all about. Spreading joy, telling people you wouldn't normally tell that you appreciate them, and submitting to an event that is larger than any individual. Bro, the punishment for Squidward is that he has to give away all his fucking possessions. In doing so, everyone in Bikini Bottom becomes the kid receiving the present, and ironically, Squidward learns one of the truest values of Christmas, that it isn't all about the material things you get on the day, but the joy you spread by giving. Now, are there any other episodes that do this dynamic better? Maybe, but they aren't as complete as Christmas Who. I'd say the episode closest to eliciting the same emotional response from me with the dynamic is Pizza Delivery. You got SpongeBob and Squidward put in the same shitty situation. SpongeBob responding much better than Squidward, SpongeBob getting crushed, and Squidward ultimately pulling through. But does Pizza Delivery have a patchy part?
No.
Remember the reason why we put Christmas Who and Band Geeks on the same playing field in the first place? It's because they're just as complete. The events of Band Geeks are an anomaly in the SpongeBob world because Squidward actually wins. In fact, he doesn't really deserve to win if you think about it. He lies not to seem like a loser to Squilliam, and although he tries his best to be polite to his band members, he's still fairly whiny throughout. I wouldn't blame someone who has never seen another episode of SpongeBob to not be rooting for Squidward, since he put himself in that situation. The reason Band Geeks is goated is because you know how Squidward is treated in every other episode. Him winning is a complete anomaly, and the episode is extremely cathartic because of it. For that alone, I understand why it's people's favourite episode, but the episode that nails the fundamental message of the show is Christmas Who. So for that, it's my favourite SpongeBob episode. To be honest, I hadn't rewatched the episode before writing this script because my brother and I were saving it for Christmas. So, who knows? It might not actually be as funny as I remember. Anywho, thanks for watching, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Tie up your boots, jump off the ladder, pack up your clothes, nothing's the matter, mistletoe hangs up in the bedroom, your sister's bed.